Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Good morning, Amanda.
Morning, Amy. Remember?
How are you?
I'm having a terrible allergy day, and I've been awake since 5 a.m., so it's going great over here. I was going to say, remember when we had such high hopes for Seeking Brother Husband?
Yes.
And it was a disaster?
Boy, we've been through some trash together, haven't we?
We have. We had high hopes for this shit, and it didn't pan out.
So I found out something interesting. I saw a promo for 1,000-pound roomies, which don't even get me started. We're not covering it, guys. Never.
We're never doing any of the weight shows.
No.
Because they're gross.
It's just it's way too close to home to talk about that stuff. Anyway, so I saw a promo for it and it said, we're moving in earlier. And I looked and they were supposed to move in, air June 10th. And now they're airing June 3rd. So this was not the plan.
No.
To put these two episodes together and just run it out.
I think that people didn't like the show.
Mm-hmm.
The ratings just went.
Yeah.
And there's so much controversy around whatever's happening with Sean.
Yeah.
So here we
are. Yeah, our TLC person was like, oh, this happens sometimes. I think you're right. I think it was just a lot of, she was non-committal on saying whether or not they were pulling this. But
right. I think it was a lot. This is like a death by 1,000 cuts situation. So
I agree.
So we can wrap these folks up. I still think Tyler's adorable.
He looks like a cartoon villain to me. I don't know, like a cartoon devil. When you see in the Looney Tunes, when you see a depiction of the devil, that's how Tyler looks to me. Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about Polyfamily season 1, episode 5, and season 1, episode 6. I don't have the titles.
Okay, would you like me to see if I can get them?
Sure.
Does this matter? Why is my mouse not working?
I will tell you guys, not much happens.
Why is my mouse and thing not working?
I don't know. What did you feel about the end? Do you feel like they left us with is season 2 coming, or do you feel like it didn't really matter?
I feel like it doesn't matter because I think the show is done. But it felt like we're trying to
build suspense
for something. But no, because I don't think we're ever going to see these people again.
I agree.
Okay, let's see. Polyfamily episodes
1 and 6.
Wow. If you search, Play Family, that's probably what.
Oh. Yikes.
Guys, I'm on the struggle bus over here. Still, if you come up with Polyfamily, no shows come up when you search TLC for Polyfamily.
Okay, I will find this in 2 seconds. Okay. Polyfamily episode guide. Okay, here we go. It's not listed on IMDb. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, here.
I was like, wow, they've taken that level?
It's Along Came Polly is episode 5.
Okay.
And Polyfidelity.
Okay.
Is
episode. And polyfidelity is actually a real term in the poly community.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll talk about that when we get to Taya's ask.
Okay.
All right. So in episode 5, Taya and Sean are talking outside and he's like, ugh, I need to go get my vasectomy checked, but you're so hot. I just want to throw you up against the barn with the chicken in your arms and fuck you. Like, it is too much, Sean. How about Becca's son? Becca's son said Sean looks like Captain Underpants, and I cannot unsee
it now.
It is the perfect description for Sean. He is Captain Underpants.
I want to throw you up against the barn and you hold a chicken while I fuck you.
And then he's like, I love Baby Q, but he was a giant mistake. Like, okay. So later,
I was like, what was I watching that someone was a mistake? I was doing my notes for Mormon Wives where her mom's like, yeah, you shouldn't have had the baby. Well, that ship has sailed, girl.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah. Sean and Alicia are going on a date later, and we learn that their intimacy has been struggling.
I don't think they like each other at all anymore.
I don't either. And Taya and Tyler are home with the kids. So it's their turn to be home with the kids.
Right.
We literally see one kid digging through the trash. And I'm thinking it's because they immediately ran to the back room to fuck.
No one is tending to this chaos. Or, you know who is? Raina. Raina's in charge of all this while Taya and Tyler are banging.
She's off grounding just to watch her siblings.
Right, exactly.
Yes. Yep. So Alicia and Sean are going to a paint and sip. And Tyler, meanwhile, takes a little dig at Sean and Alicia. He's like, oh, I'm sure they're having fun for them.
And what the fuck was this shade?
I know. And he kind of says to Taya, like, it's not the fun we would have. Yeah, the fun you would have is probably illegal in 20 states. Oh, God.
The fun you have may have been coerced out of Taya at that Airbnb because I don't think she wanted to bang, and then she felt like she had to.
It is wild. So she's basically like, Sean is probably whining, and they both agree Sean sucks. I'm like, okay.
Well, Taya, Tyler, welcome to the world in which we all have lived since we met him. He sucks.
Didn't you find it was like a wild tone shift? It was like
we hate these fucking people, both of them, and they're gross and they're stupid, and I don't understand why they're here. Like, it was a very much you don't go here situation.
Yeah, it was weird.
Very weird.
So meanwhile, Sean is telling Alicia at the paint and sip, like, so Taya was texting me because she was having a meltdown because Tyler was rubbing his boner up against her and trying to fuck her at the Airbnb or whatever. And Alicia's like, what is it going to take for you idiots to understand that I don't want to hear about it?
This is the easiest boundary in the world. It is so simple.
Don't talk about fucking Taya.
That's it.
Either one of you.
Mm-hmm. And also, I think she also means don't talk about fucking me either. Like, let's
but I don't think that's happening.
Because it's not happening, which is why she's upset about it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't think either of them are banging her at this point.
No.
Just don't talk about it. She's not asking you to stand on your head for 12 hours straight. She's literally saying, please don't tell me when you put your P in her V.
It is so simple.
It's so simple.
It is like secret keeping 101.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So then we get a weird camera, like weird on the couch together.
Uh-huh.
And production asks Alicia how often she and Sean have sex. And they're together.
Right.
And Sean is like, well, we bang as often as we can. She's like, no, we don't.
Right.
It was weird. Then he
I don't think they're having
vanilla.
Sex I know. He calls her vanilla in a very derogatory way.
Yes. And she's like, I am so tired. She brings up a good point. She's like, I'm so tired of people calling me vanilla. I am in a polycule after having been a swinger.
Yeah. Like,
how am I vanilla?
This is
Amy
not
Arthur's
vanilla.
This is not, Alicia's not vanilla.
No, she's not vanilla. Just because you don't want to be like tied into 17 positions and have the shit beaten out of you or pretend like you're a baby
or peed on or whatever.
Peed on or whatever the fuck it is, doesn't mean you're not, doesn't mean you're vanilla. And I don't think she would mind necessarily being called vanilla if it wasn't like, you're vanilla.
Yeah.
Like with such disdain. It's gross.
Well, he says, well, you can still be vanilla. And I just wrote, very similar to Christine Brown saying, what does the nanny do? What does Taya do? Because something is happening in that bedroom.
What is she doing for these people?
Wow. So he says, so you'd let me tie you up? And she goes, I would, but you're too lazy. Whoa.
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 Wow.
Whoa. This reminds me of when my aunt and uncle were still married and we'd go to Thanksgiving and you were like,
like, wow, you two hate each other. Yes, I hope they weren't talking about not banging though at the Thanksgiving table.
No, they were usually talking about her losing the baby weight.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was that kind of asshole. Still is,
nice.
I think. Yeah.
Nice.
So Alicia and Tyler take the older kids to a park.
Okay.
And Alicia talks about her dead mom who died when she was 18, when Alicia was 18.
Yeah.
The mom, they show the picture. Clearly a Hare Krishna. She was bald and had like a head jewel on.
I don't know what's happening there.
She's clearly in a cult, right? We can agree with
that. Something's happening with Alicia's mom.
Something's going on there. So Alicia says, yeah, my mom was an Earth child. And I wrote, more on this. More more on this.
We need Alicia's origin story. How
Yeah,
did we get here?
Yeah, there's no they don't really that like she drops it. That's
Right.
it.
My mom was an Earth child. You just saw a picture of her bald with a jewel on her head. Off. Next story. Like, what? Come back.
So Alicia gets emotional and she's thinking of calling her dad. And she tells us, like, my dad has been in my life since my mom died, but he hates polyamory and he's cut us off.
That sucks.
Specifically, he hates Taya and Sean. Like, he doesn't hate them personally. He doesn't.
He hates
he's not
the
into
concept of them.
It sucks. This guy sounds like he sucks.
This guy sounds like he sucks, but I kind of don't like Taya and Sean at this point either.
Yeah.
Definitely Sean.
Yeah.
Taya, I'm on the fence about.
So Tyler's trying to support her, but he's kind of staring off in his face. And I'm like, what are you thinking about there, boy?
He's thinking about getting his P and Taya's V as soon as humanly
all
possible.
he's thinking about. So they're meeting with another attorney this week, and all of this is really stirring up feelings about her dad. Now, we did have Lauren, BDF lawyer, comment on this, the whole situation.
With a lot of information. It was very helpful.
And what she said, basically, I'm going to summarize and correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
That basically you can leave your kids to whomever you want, but the court will still make a decision if that person is fit or not.
Yes.
And probably, I'm guessing, the biological family has a little bit more pull in the situation if they are fit.
If they're fit. But look, I'm not into Taya and Sean.
Me either.
Let's assume the gross stuff we've heard about Sean is untrue for this situation. They're perfectly fit. I may not like them.
Sure.
But they're perfectly fit. Now,
Sure.
We've got a lot of gross stuff about Sean, which then may make him unfit that we have to deal with. But I don't think it's such a situation that they're in true danger of her dad coming in and stealing the kids.
Do you really think? I think it's more about the older kids.
Oh, it's totally about the older kids.
Yeah, because do you really think Sean's going to want the older kids if Tyler and Alicia are gone?
He seems real obsessed with Raina.
Ugh.
I know. It makes me nervous.
Well, okay, let me rephrase. Do you think Taya's going to want the older kids? She's going to be like, get the fuck out of here, kids. I got 3 of my own. Wait, I have an opportunity to get rid of 2? Okay, goodbye.
Two less I have to deal with?
Yeah.
Great, let's do that.
Yeah. So I wrote, oh my God, back at the house next morning, Taya is exhausted because she spent the night with Tyler.
Uh-huh. We had all the little kids and Tyler. It's a big night for Taya.
Mm-hmm. So she says baby Q was up coughing all night. Captain Underpants Sean proceeds to tell her how to feed him.
Wow.
Okay, I'm just going to give all the BDFs a pro tip. Listeners, pro tip, if you're listening, come closer. Never tell a breastfeeding mother how to breastfeed her child unless A, she asks you.
Right.
Or B, you are a lactation consultant and she asks you.
Right.
Those are the only 2 conditions.
The key being asked.
Yes. Those are the only 2 conditions.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't ever do this.
No.
Sean is, on the couch, Taya's like, well, Sean is very solutions based.
No, Sean's
is that what we're calling it? Is that what we're calling it?
Is that what we're calling assholery?
Mm-hmm. So, Amanda, Cody Brown is very solutions based.
Oh, is that what's happening over there?
That's what's happening. Yes.
I see. He's not a narcissistic motherfucker. He's solutions based. Yes. This sounds like some crazy ass business speak. And if we start talking about putting lipstick on pigs, I'm going to lose it.
This sounds like something Sean has told her. When she was like a teenager and he was dating her.
And he was grooming her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, dating her. I mean, grooming her.
Yes.
I mean, dating her.
And he told her, I'm solutions based.
And she's like, oh, okay. That sounds good. Because she was 18. What does she know?
Wow.
She was your daughter's age, girl.
Maybe Jenny is solutions based.
Maybe that's what's wrong with her. Amy, Taya was your girl's age when she met Sean.
I can't even. I can't even. No. I would throw myself between them if I had to. It's not going to happen. So now Sean is snippy with Alicia, and I just wrote, he is the absolute worst.
Yeah, he's real bad.
He's so bad.
He's real bad. I hate these people.
Captain Underpants, just for the record, was nice in the books.
Yeah, yes. Sean is not a representation of Captain Underpants.
No.
He just looks like him.
So now Alicia immediately goes to Tyler's room, and she's like, Sean and Taya are bickering. And he's taking it out on me. And she starts to cry. Alicia's going through it.
I
Can we
feel
talk about this
so
for a
bad
minute?
for Alicia. She is the one no one gives a fuck about.
I feel that way.
Yeah, like she was real upset about not being able to bond with baby
Oh
Q.
my God, she's the Mary Brown.
Fuck, she's Mary except she's nice.
Right?
She seems
She's
really
the
nice.
she's the Mary Brown of the situation.
She is, but she seems nice.
She does seem nice.
She seems
She
a lot
does.
nicer than Mary.
Yeah.
She wanted to bond with the baby. She couldn't lactate. She wants to bang her husband. He only wants to bang his girlfriend. She wants to bang her boyfriend. He only wants to bang his wife. Like,
Yep.
and her father hates her.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't,
And her kids are being like, I don't know, disciplined by Sean in a weird way, and she has no agency over it.
right. Like, can we, Alicia girl, are you listening? Call us. Come here. Come be a BDF. We'll help
You know
you.
what Alicia has? She has lady of a certain age energy.
She does.
She does, even though she's only in her 30s.
Yeah.
Again, we always say it's a state of mind.
It is. It's not an age.
I think she kind of has that.
I do. I think she'd be a fun BDF.
I do too. I bet you she would like us.
I think she would like us too.
Mhm.
The rest of
Yeah.
these fools wouldn't, but
No. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Okay. So now
I'd
they
let
go.
Tyler bang me once, but
No, not me. So now they go to a new lawyer, and she says to ensure your kids go where you'd like them to go, you need to look at adoption. And here's where I wrote, can't they just do a will? And then we
Right.
heard from BDF Lauren.
Yes.
So she believes there is a chance they might be able to do this.
What is she talking about?
Maybe that third parent adoption that is becoming more and more.
I don't know.
It's starting to happen.
Okay.
So Tyler tells the camera with Sean. He's with Sean.
Right.
Again, another tone shift. Get ready for this.
Right.
Sean, I really care about you. And they are our kids. And I want to make sure your rights are protected. I hope you know that, brother.
What? Wait, like 2 episodes ago, we were in a staged lunch at a very wood-paneled restaurant where we hated each other.
The only thing I could think of is maybe Sean let Tyler have an extra night with Taya.
Oh, do you think
That's the currency?
Do you think that's how he curries favor?
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
currency.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Alicia brings her thoughts about her dad to the quad. And Taya says, well, I think he needs to give us an apology. And Taya tells the camera, this dude is real against us. He sent Christmas cards and he signed the kids that Alicia birthed as Papa and the other kid, Carver, as John Doe or whatever his name is.
That's fucking shitty.
It's horrible.
It's shitty.
It's horrible. So Taya says, do you really want someone who's this disrespectful around our kids? So I'm wondering if there's a world in which Alicia could have a separate relationship with him.
Without the children.
Without the children, or maybe just with Raina and Dylan because they knew him before.
Right.
And he's their grandfather as far as they're concerned.
Right. And the little kids may not even know him at this
Yeah,
point.
they
So they're
don't
not
care.
missing him. Well, you didn't know your grandfather and you cried in bed about him.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Maybe little Carver's over there being a little Amy Archer just crying in his bed for the grandfather he never
And if
knew.
that's the case, guys, just give that kid away right now because we're not going to want to deal with what's coming. So Alicia tells the camera, this is not going to happen. My dad is not going to apologize. Like, it's just not going to happen. Sean says one day he just disinvited Taya and I from holidays and vacations. Tyler says, I used to be really close to this dude, but now he's a giant asshole. So, okay. Sean says, the fact that he's your dad means nothing. And Alicia's crying. And she says, he is my last living parent. He's my dad. Sean doubles down and then Alicia runs off so they're in a confessional together. Sean doubles down.
Right.
And Alicia has to leave the couch and go collect herself because he's such an asshole.
It's so shitty. I mean, I have a difficult relationship with a parent.
Mm-hmm.
My husband is very much of the whatever makes you happy is what I support.
Yes.
Whatever it is. And I have your back. And that's what we do. This guy is a dickbag.
He's a total dickbag. And he is such a shift from Tyler.
Yes, he's so different.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a good way.
Yeah, I wonder if she's regretting all of this.
I'm regretting all of this for her.
I was drinking my coffee when she said that.
I know.
I
regret
regret all of this for
her.
us.
I regret watching the show for us. We had high hopes. Again, we thought things would be good, but yeah, this I don't like this guy.
No, I
He
don't either.
sucks.
So, all right. This is really tense. And Alicia says, oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah. Alicia says, I get annoyed. So Alicia's problem is like, I want to have a relationship with my father and I'll put boundaries around the kids. And
Fair.
I don't like when people accuse me of not wanting to do that because I care about these kids just as much as Taya does.
Right.
So now she says, they all agree to try. And she's like, thank you. You know, I'm going to have she's going to try to pursue a relationship with him. We'll see how this goes. TBD doesn't go, or BTW doesn't go well.
Right.
Okay. Now we have this small scene with Taya jerking Sean off in the bathroom. Do we need this?
No.
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 No, we don't.
We learned that, excuse me, that they fucked that morning, but that is still within the rules, Amanda, because your day doesn't switch until you get out of bed. So do we think Tyler and Taya just stay in bed all day till
They
like 1
might.
o'clock in the afternoon?
They probably do. They probably do. I think they find as many opportunities to be together as possible.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
And then she sleeps with Sean. And
meanwhile,
then
Sean gets up at 4 a.m. and he's out with Alicia.
And then then she bangs Sean that night. And then the next night, when it's Tyler's turn again, she's like, oh, I woke up so early to get Sean out of my bed that I have to go to bed at 8 o'clock now.
Right.
And her and Tyler just go to bed from 8 p.m.
until
to 1
4
p.m.
in the
next day.
They are living the John and Yoko bed in.
Yes. And Alicia's like, do you think you need to get your thyroid checked, Taya? Because you seem to sleep an awful lot. Like, you just can't get out of bed.
And as a thyroid cancer warrior, I appreciate that.
Yeah. So now we learn that Lex is coming to Portland next week. Remember, she's the girl that Taya has the hots for.
Right.
She wants to come and see them. And Sean tells the camera, you know, when Taya likes somebody, she gets a little giddy. So something might be going on there. And he remembers her being giddy from middle school when he started dating her. And now they talk about dropping off the sample. And of course, Sean has to talk about how he may have violated the rules by banging Taya that morning. Alicia's right there. She runs off in a huff. And Taya says to him, you're an idiot.
I do like the fact that as soon as Alicia leaves, Taya's like, are you fucking kidding? Like,
I know.
Stop it.
Okay, so this now is episode 6. This is the final episode.
Right.
I think ever.
Ever. I hope so.
Taya's having lunch with her sister mom, Jill, which Ace, I guess, had the lowdown on this of of Taya's father, and this is his second wife, and he married her pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know. I couldn't find anything about that, but you know, our twin flames, Ace and Caitlin, have the scoop over there.
Yeah.
So she tells mom about the blood test and the biology, and mom finds the Google results in 2 seconds for this.
Mom is a nurse, first of all.
Yes.
So why don't we ask her before all hell breaks loose within the family?
Or why don't we just do a backup Google search?
Right.
And assume Captain Underpants couldn't handle it.
I don't think Captain Underpants can handle anything.
Oh, God. So mom's like, O is the universal type. Did anybody look this up? Do you guys know how biology works? Taya is stunned that Sean got this wrong. Wow. Like he blew up our entire family pretty much.
Yeah. And no one double checked.
Lex and Chris are in town. They're a poly couple, and they've brought their baby with them. And Chris is pretty cute.
Chris is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lex is cute too. And Taya is so hot for Lex. Like she's just like creaming her jeans over there, waiting to touch that ass. I don't know what she's waiting to touch.
Something over there. What's really interesting is the fact that Lex and Chris seem to only ever do triads. They only date as a couple, which I'm like, that's actually really frowned upon in the poly community.
Yeah.
And unicorn hunter. And people are like, ugh.
And Lex is not happy about it because all the people seem to prefer Chris.
Right.
I'm like,
because that's what quite often happens. Like you can't,
even in friendships, 3 never works.
right?
Yes.
Right. Like you can't. Dating as a couple is really challenging
Mhm.
because somebody might like the other person more
Mhm.
and then feel like they have to bang the other person. Hopefully they like them well enough.
Yeah.
It's just it's a hard situation.
I think what happened with this, our original quad, is that Alicia just went along to get along
Mhm.
and thought she would grow feelings for Sean.
Okay.
And
It
boy,
just didn't get there.
boy, she didn't get there. Okay, so let me see. Oh, at one point, Lex is sitting on the couch breastfeeding, and Sean's just staring at her.
I know.
And they
Stop
keep
it.
showing him on camera. Like, I think they were trolling him. Yeah.
It's
So
gross.
the quad goes out for ice cream, as you do.
As you
So
do.
weird.
Actually, I want to
And
go out for ice cream.
I know we have a really Manning's is in my backyard, like a
Mhm.
really good dairy farm.
Yeah.
Literally, I could see it from here.
Yeah.
So we may go later.
Yeah. We have a place here called Oh Wow Cow, which just made like a national list of best ice cream places. So maybe in my sadness, I'll make Todd take me to Oh Wow Cow.
That's one good thing about Pennsylvania. We
We
got
got
a
a
lot
lot
of
of good
nice
ice cream.
dairy farms.
Mhm. Mhm.
So they're going out, and Taya drops the bomb about Sean being an absolute moron. And Sean immediately pulls out his phone because he doesn't think she's right.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
wow. Wow.
This is some
Is
Cody
this
Brown energy.
something I would do? Maybe.
Maybe, but this is some Cody Brown energy.
If I was sitting at a table and Timmy was like, "Guess what? That Google search you did was wrong. Here's the truth." Blah blah blah. I might be like, "Bink" on the sly, just
Right.
grabbing my phone, looking down, just
Right.
kind
Are
of
we sure about this?
double checking. But it
Right.
came off as a real asshole.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, cuz he is a real asshole.
He is. So he's like, "Oh, phew, I was wrong. Okay, well, we're over it."
What?
No, dude, you blew up this whole quad for this.
Everybody's been losing their fucking mind over this.
Tyler in a confessional is like, Quentin is still 1000% mine, but okay, whatever. I'll
Yeah,
let
okay.
Sean have this.
Cuz he's 100% Tyler's, period.
So then Alicia says, if you brought this up with me when you got the text, because I was with you,
Right. Sitting
maybe
next to you.
maybe I could have helped by Googling like a competent person. And Sean is just like, what?
Eh,
Let bygones be bygones. Whatever.
What?
It's fine.
I hate these people.
So now this drives Alicia to want to talk to Sean. She's
Mhm.
like, there's something going on here and we got to talk.
Mhm.
He is shooting hoops
Mm.
and she approaches him. She says, I'm upset about my dad, and your level and brand of honesty is not what I need.
I'm actually glad she's advocating for herself here.
I am too.
But she needs to break up with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But the problem is that breaks up the whole family.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
the
But they
problem.
need to she needs to do it. It
She
doesn't
needs to
matter.
do this. Isn't working for her.
No, he
None
is,
of this is working for
and
her.
she will continue to try to make it work for her because I
Because of
see you,
Tyler.
girl. You're a people pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. And she doesn't want to lose Tyler, and I think she's desperately afraid of losing Tyler to Taya.
Yeah, I agree. So then Sean says, well, then what do you want? And she goes, comfort?
I don't know, you to be a
Maybe
nice
make me
person?
feel better? And also, I don't want to hear that you're fucking Taya.
Right.
And he says, I just thought that was information about the appointment.
No, you didn't, you idiot person.
Alicia on the couch, crying again, says, we haven't had sex, and now I'm wondering what is wrong with me.
Nothing's wrong with you, honey. You're stuck with a bunch of morons. That's what's wrong.
This poor woman. I just
know.
feel so bad for her.
Alicia, come closer. Come be a BDF. We'll help
She
you.
needs to be a BDF.
Yeah,
100%.
she needs to be in here, and we'll straighten her right out and send her right the fuck out of here.
So she asks why he confides in Taya and not her. And he on the couch says, I get where Alicia's coming from, but I default to Taya because she's my wife. And I also feel like I have to censor myself around Alicia. Again, that's the Mary Brown.
Mm-hmm. Because she's so volatile, except I don't think Alicia's volatile. I think she just cries a lot.
Yeah.
But actual tears, not Robin Brown tears.
Yeah. She is the
'Cause
Mary
she's
Brown.
sad.
She's been Mary Browned out of this quad.
Mhm.
So there's some weird talk around like Alicia's going or Sean's going like, I don't know if we could get back to where we were. Like there's this weird talk like they're breaking up or
I
something.
know.
I don't I don't get that.
I don't either.
They agree to work on their relationship, and he says, "Why don't we do this? Why don't we redo our last date?" And she's like, "Sounds good." And then he like cracks her on the ass or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So now they go to Playland. Why are these adults going to all these kid activities? Oh, right, because they have children.
Because they have 700 children over there.
So they're going with Lex and Chris, and Taya is really flirting with Lex. Like they are gonna bang in the blow-up castle or something. It's
They're going into the ball pit.
Yeah, it's intense.
They're gonna hide under those balls and put some F's and some V's.
Yeah, a lot is going on. So now we see a scene where Alicia is deciding to call her dad, and she wants to do it while she and Tyler are brushing a horse together. She wants Tyler there because she wants his emotional support because, Captain Underpants can't be bothered.
And I actually understand that. You know? Sometimes when you have to make a hard phone call, it's real nice to hold someone's hand while you're doing it.
Agree.
Yeah.
And he declined to have their conversation filmed.
It's fine.
And she says, well, that didn't go well.
I was really sad for her.
Me too. And she starts to cry, and Tyler hugs her, and she gathers the quad and she tells them, like, no, forget it. He's done. And I just wrote, this guy sounds like a real asshole. Like, this is your child.
Yep. And what is she doing that's so terrible?
I know. Like, I always say to my kids, I say to them now, because we have a sitch where one of my daughters who's single is not making fantastic choices in who she's hanging out with.
Oh.
And I'm just kind of like, as long as you're safe, that's all I care about. Right. If you're safe and you're happy and you want to hang out with this one or that one, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
As long as you're safe and you're happy. Okay. Like, I'm not here to judge you.
Okay.
Now, if it went further, I might be like, But again, my kid is 18. I'm supposed to guide her choices.
Yes.
But Alicia's father should adapt that mentality of like, as long as you're happy, as long as you're safe, I'm good.
Now the question is, I don't think she's happy, but that's a different thing. He's not supporting her because she's unhappy. He's not supporting her because he doesn't agree with her choices. Those are two different things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. So, all right, Alicia and Sean go out on a date and they leave and Taya leaves Tyler with the kids so she could go out with Lex.
Right. So she can go have her girl date.
So Lex tells her she is crushing on her and would like to date her. Taya says, I'm scared of my feelings and I'm scared of how the quad will react. And she says, there are certain things that men can't give me.
Like,
and the whole purpose of polyamory. The whole purpose of polyamory is to explore this. And she's right.
She's right.
That is the point of polyamory. Like, that each person should be fulfilled.
You have the autonomy. Yes, you have the autonomy to live your life.
By the way, couples therapy's back.
I know.
You didn't watch any of it?
I have not watched any of it yet.
I'm like saving it.
I know.
Maybe I'll watch a little bit in the tub tonight. We had the BDF meetup tonight.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm going to be doing a lot of work in the garage this week. So maybe I'll just put it on the little iPad and, organize things in the garage while I watch couples therapy.
Guys, we are going to be covering, if you didn't hear already, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 2. I can't promise you. I know I said, it'll be out on Wednesday. It'll be out on Saturday. I can't promise you because I can't stop myself from watching it.
Okay.
So we
might come faster
releasing these as we do them so that I can watch the next one.
I actually think that's okay.
Yeah.
I know we don't want to cover couples therapy. That's like our happy place.
Correct.
And we don't want to make fun of it, but maybe we could do like an end of the season chat about it.
Yeah, that would be great. We also need to do I think we're going to have to do an emergency pod about the Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, we're absolutely I texted you yesterday. I'm like, we're doing an emergency pod about the Handmaid's Tale finale. That's happening.
Yeah, that might just be on Patreon.
That's fine.
Yeah, but we'll put that on Patreon because it gets a little political.
A little? Okay. Sure, we'll go with that.
And I'll put warnings in front of it, like, "Don't listen to this if you don't wanna hear
Us talk
politics."
about politics
Yeah,
and how
yeah.
this might be mirroring things that
'Cause
we are seeing.
you can't separate the 2 with that show.
It's
It
a
was it
political
it
show.
was
I
written
mean, it's a
as a
political
political
novel.
book.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
So, okay, we're aligned there.
okay, so we are back.
Oh, wait. Real quick, let's come back to Taya
Yes.
and whatever, Lex. I
Yes.
wanted to call her Viv for some reason, but Lex.
Mm.
Do you see chemistry between these 2?
No.
Okay, not a lick.
No, I see more chemistry between her and Alicia,
Yes.
and I hardly see any chemistry there.
Right.
The chemistry between her and Tyler is just so
That's all there is,
all-consuming.
really.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Sean and Alicia go to visit an intimacy specialist. I'm like, "You guys are dating for 2 years. You need an intimacy specialist already?"
Well, they need something. It's a shame they couldn't have gotten that tantric person from Married at First Sight. That would have been great.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sean says he'll give it a sincere effort.
That's so big of you, sir.
Isn't it? Alicia struggles to answer questions about what she likes sexually. Okay, this is where I actually was like, okay, she needs to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
You're literally at an intimacy specialist.
This is what we're here to talk about.
You can't talk about what Sean does that you like that turns you on?
Yeah, that's not
It's
not a good sign.
Is it so dark that you can't bring it up?
Or does it just not exist so you don't even know what to make up?
Yeah. So Sean says Alicia has a great ass and I like to grab it, and she can't even talk about it. Sean tells the camera, I love Alicia, and we do need to reconnect. And I need to know how much I care about her and how much I appreciate her. So now they do the staring in each other's eyes thing.
Mm-hmm.
And boom, she feels loved and beautiful, and it's over.
Okay, that's all it took?
Fine. Yep.
How much did we pay for this session where he just had to look at her?
I don't know.
I hope we paid like $500 just to have 10 minutes of him look at her, and now we're good.
I can see how that would be really intense.
Oh, that is really intense. I've done exercises like that before. It's very intense. But like, we don't need a facilitator for this.
What color eyes does Todd have?
Brown.
Timmy has beautiful, like, green hazel eyes. I think if he looked at me, like, I would melt. I can't do the intimacy thing because it will lead to banging.
Well, that's okay.
So I can't do it in the intimacy coordinator's office.
I mean, you could. You just have to ask her to excuse herself so you can have some time alone. No, Todd is really pretty brown. They're brown. But they're very pretty. Very pretty color.
I have boring old brown eyes.
Yeah, you have brown eyes. I have like hazily green eyes.
Yeah, like Timmy.
Yeah. What my eye color is can really change based on what I'm wearing too.
That's him too. And like if it's sunny, they're more brown, and if like it's a whole thing. Yeah.
My eye color changes.
Yeah.
I like my eyes.
My mom has green eyes. I don't know a lot of people have green eyes.
Yeah. Green, like legit green
versus
like the hazily green that
Yeah,
Timmy
my
and I
mom
have.
has green eyes.
Yeah.
So the quad gathers now, and Taya's gonna tell them about Lex. And the rest of the quad is like, ooh, how do we deal with this complication?
So here's where the title of the episode comes from, polyfidelity.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are in a polyfidelity situation where they have agreed that we are poly, but only in this space, and we are not exiting outside that space.
Okay.
You know, like you and Timmy are monofidel. I mean, monogamy indicates that, but like you have agreed we're not dating other people.
Fidelis.
Thank you, Cody Brown. But for these guys, it's a polyfidelity. So they've agreed they're not dating outside of these 4 people.
Right.
The problem is, if Taya wants to, then that opens it up for everybody. Or it should. Otherwise, we're getting really into a Cody Brown sitch where only he can go bang other people and they can't.
Okay. So Tyler says, do you want to change that we're closed? What does this mean? And he whips out his phone and immediately gets on Tinder.
He's on Field. He's on Tinder. He's on FetLife.
He's on Grindr. He's everywhere.
Doesn't matter.
Tyler on the couch says, Tay is pansexual. I get it. But I can't believe we're talking about a relationship here. And Sean on the couch says, this is not surprising. I'm totally cool with this. This is who Taya is, and I encourage this side of her.
I'm the better partner.
So Tyler's like, oh, all right, do we all get to bang now? Are we done?
Go.
And Alicia's like, whoa, dude, calm down. And then she says, Taya's needs are not being met. That's different. She should be able to meet her needs. And I feel like Tyler's like, my needs aren't being met. I need to fuck somebody 24/7.
Alicia, I need to have my P in AV 20 to 22 hours a day.
Oh
and
my
right now
God.
it's only about 3 because Taya only has so much time in her day.
and,
And I bang you once a month.
and Tyler's like, so because she's pan, she gets special rules? He's like throwing a fit.
He's having a total toddler meltdown, and it's hilarious.
And then Tyler says, I've been shutting people down left and right. And now I'm learning I might be able to fuck anyone I want. Come on now. And that's where we leave these fools, fighting about whether or not they should do this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they were setting us up for another season.
Agreed, but I don't think we're ever going to see these people again.
No. Let me see.
Yeah, what are the ratings? Are you going to look at the ratings piece?
Yeah, would we have any indication yet if there's a season 2? Probably not.
Probably not.
Polyfamily ratings. I forget where I found the ratings that one day, but would help I I don't know how to spell. There we go. Okay. Well, Common Sense Media hates it, but that feels
right.
So I don't know.
That probably makes me like it more, actually.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Ooh. Polyfamily. Oh, wow. Okay. So April 25th is when it premiered, right?
Right.
They had households was 365,000. What's
Okay.
P2? What's demographic is P2? All right. So I'm just going to measure households. So 414,000, let's say, for first episode.
500,000.
401,000 for episode 2.
Okay.
375,000 for episode 3. 312,000 for episode 4. So it lost a quarter of its audience between episode 4 and 1. That's not good.
That's not good.
No, people are not watching.
No, because it's stupid.
That's it. It's over.
It's over.
So we made it. What'd you think? It had such potential.
I thought this was going to be so good.
Me too.
And it wasn't.
Do you see how dark it's getting here?
It looks really light here, the way the light is, but I believe you that it's getting dark.
It's pretty dark out.
Oh.
We have had nothing but rain.
It's been so weird here. Like yesterday was pretty, but like it would rain periodically. Today it's pretty. I wanted to confirm. Yes, it does appear to be nice out, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. It's going to rain most of the week, though.
I think it's going to be decent here today and tomorrow, and then that's it.
It's definitely not pool weather, which is what it should be for Memorial Day weekend.
Like we've been having soup the last couple days.
I know. I've decided I'm going on a journey. I'm going to begin making pickles.
Oh, I made pickles one year. I grew the cucumbers and then I made the pickles.
I'm not growing the cucumbers, but I'm going to make pickles because there's a certain teen in this house who can inhale an entire nice container of $10 pickles that I get at the farmer's market. And I'm like, oh, I could probably make that for a quarter of the price.
Yeah, I grew a bunch of cucumbers one year that I didn't know what to do with.
Okay.
So I made a bunch of pickles.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I ordered mason jars. They just got delivered.
I usually plant my garden this weekend. I don't think I can do that. It's supposed to rain. I don't know what's happening.
It's a mess.
Timmy and I are just hanging out in the house, binge watching. We are watching Andor and we're watching The Righteous Gemstones.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's
we have to find something. Todd told me something really good TV wise though today.
What?
Netflix is saving Sesame Street.
They are.
That made me really happy.
Yeah, I'm happy too. I mean,
the world is a better place with Sesame Street in it.
It sucks because people have to pay for Netflix.
Yeah, but
Sesame Street
is the world is better with Sesame Street in it.
I agree, but it should be free.
It should be free. I agree, but
all right, guys, you've heard all you can about these idiots. So hopefully we'll never see them again.
It's been real. It's been fun. Bye, folks.
Yeah. So coming up, you have this week, we're going to be just cranking out Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And we're lining up our guests for Real Housewives. So that's coming up too. And what's today?
And if you're interested in listening to people just scream about Cody Brown, get over on Patreon.
Wow. I was really worked up.
Yes, you were.
Whew. I really went on a tear there. I have Kristen sent me a reel and there's a lot of bleeps. Let's put it that way. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Amanda, thank you.
Amy, thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.